Do you ever feel like by the time you've set really clean and clear boundaries for yourself, life comes along and kicks you out of those boundaries and forces you into a corner where the things you thought were working in your boundary setting may no longer be working? Hi, I'm Jordanna, founder of Modern Day Sorcerer. Today in the Becoming series, I wanted to talk about setting boundaries and something I've been going through lately that I'm finding is a key to the subtleties of boundary setting. So it's like we want to be really clean and clear in our boundaries. What do you need in your life? What do you need in your business? Knowing what's really, really right for you. Maybe it's in scheduling. Maybe it's in where you're a yes and where you're a no to something. Maybe it's in setting boundaries so you can take care of yourself first. Well, I am currently in Casablanca, Morocco, and it is not where I intended to be. So I came to Morocco a little over a week ago, about 10 days ago now, and I came to Morocco with a plan. I originally found my way to Morocco because I was online looking for places to learn to kite surf. It's really been in my heart to learn to kite surf lately. And there was a spot in Morocco called Essaouira that is really, really, really good to learn to kite surf. So I booked a kite surfing course and I was scheduled to go there, and then I was scheduled to go south to another beach and really ground into some work and finish my book and the next round of edits in my book at a co-working space. So I had it all planned out. And then life came along and it swept in and it took me in other directions. And as I was opening myself up to the directions that life was taking me in that were really, really good opportunities for my business, there was a lot of uncertainty in those opportunities. So to give you an example, I was given an opportunity. I was asked to submit a proposal for a really big speaking engagement in Marrakesh, in a larger city in Morocco. And I still haven't been told, am I for sure speaking? I finally as of last night, been told, yes, we need you to speak on this stage. It's a smaller stage. We think we're going to get you onto a larger stage, but we don't know yet. And normally the way I operate in my life and the way I run my business, I would have set really firm and solid boundaries around that. But in my journey of making my way up to Casa, where I currently am, I have discovered new levels of subtleties in my boundaries. And what I've discovered is that sometimes Source presents to us opportunities that come with a certain sense of uncertainty. And though, yes, it is really deeply important to set very clean and clear boundaries in your business and in how you're running your life, sometimes the world doesn't operate that way. Sometimes the world operates, and certain parts of the world and certain cultures of the world, which is what I'm learning about Morocco, may operate on a different level. So it's like, it's not that Moroccans don't set boundaries, it's that they operate from a moment to moment. You know, we plan in advance, but it's never really planned out into the last minute standpoint. And because I've been very, very clear that there is a power in getting my work out into Morocco, and since I've gotten here, it's really been proving itself on new levels. And because I've been clear around that, I've realized I've had no choice but to surrender to the lack of boundaries that I'm able to set. And so I've had to find new ways to still set my boundaries in this space of uncertainty. What that's looked like is I told these people at the very last minute when they invited me to come up to speak here in Casablanca last week, I told them, I'll do it, but this is what I need from you first. So I left myself open to the uncertainty, and I even scheduled my morning because they literally didn't let me know until about 2 hours before that it was final and for sure. Maybe even just an hour before. But I didn't plan my morning in a way that it didn't serve me waiting around for them. So I did my thing, I slept until I needed to sleep, and then I planned my morning in a way that still allowed me to get my needs met first, trusting and surrendering to the opportunities that would arise in the perfect timing if they were meant to arise. And they did, and it flowed perfectly so that I still was able to show up and serve as Source was guiding me and as these people were requesting of me, but I was still able to get my needs met first. And during that whole 3 days that I spent at the conference, there continued to be uncertainty. Oh, we need you to speak around this topic, but we don't know when. Okay. We need you to judge a startup competition, and actually we need to go find more judges because we're not even final in how many judges we need. So there was just so much uncertainty in all of it. But what I found is that each moment I allowed myself to surrender while still getting my needs met, while still saying, actually, I need to go drink some water first. Actually, I need to go stretch first. Actually, I need to go home early tonight and get some extra rest and get a yoga practice in. So the more I set boundaries around simply caring for myself, the more I was able to surrender into pure and complete uncertainty, while also not needing to set the specific and strict boundaries that I would normally have to, or desire to set for myself in my business. And you know what I'm finding in that is that so often why we set boundaries is, it's important to ask ourselves, am I setting these boundaries because this is truly what I desire for myself and my business, or am I setting these boundaries because I'm living in fear, because I'm feeling a sense of scarcity, because I'm afraid that if I don't set this boundary, this thing won't show up? So that's, to me, like the final lesson that I've learned in surrendering into complete and utter uncertainty. I mean, everything is uncertain. So I'm here on business and it's going amazingly well. When am I going to have time to catch up on this? I don't know, but it gets done. When am I going to this other city for this speaking engagement? Not 100% sure, but it'll happen. This place, I'm currently in an Airbnb and I love where I'm staying. But there's also another woman coming in around the time I need to leave, and there's a lot of uncertainty with like boundaries she set and things she said she desires, and can they have both of us here at once, even though there is space for both of us. So it's like, basically, I'm living in complete uncertainty with every aspect of my life right now, but the more I'm noticing where the boundaries I'm setting have been coming from a space of just wanting stability out of fear versus my desire and my requirements to take care of myself. And the more I choose taking care of myself in the moment and letting go of the fear, letting go of the what ifs, letting go of the contraction around the uncertainty, the more I'm able to show up in the all of the moment. So that's what I'm doing today. And that's why I've come to you with no makeup on. And here I am, like, just all of me, because it was more important to record this video for you guys today and even surrender into the uncertainty of when will I get it recorded, and not worrying about my makeup or being perfect for you guys first. It was more important to get extra sleep, to focus on my self-care, to catch up on my business. So yeah, it's just the more we surrender into the simplicity of the moment, the more the uncertainty of life will guide us into the magic, while we can also still take care of ourselves. Because in the simplicity of the moment, you can be more apt to feel the feeling of what you need to care for yourself first, while still having the things you've desired, while still having those opportunities you've been calling in show up for you. So there's that. That's been just a pretty amazing aspect of my journey of becoming more of the sorceress that I am, and the sorcerer that you can be. All my love. Bye for now.